In the winter of 1971, Roger and Carolyn Perron moved their 5 young daughters into a farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island. It was everything they wanted, a beautiful 18th century colonial on acres of quiet countryside. Within a week, Carolyn wished they had never set foot inside. It started with small things. Brooms disappeared and reappeared leaning against walls in rooms no one had entered. Doors opened by themselves. The children heard whispering at night, soft, unintelligible voices that seemed to come from inside the walls. Off-screen, indistinct whispers. Then the smell hit, a thick, rotting stench that would flood entire rooms without warning and vanish just as suddenly. Off-screen children gagging. The family's dog refused to go inside the house. Visitors reported feeling watched. Guests stopped coming altogether. Dog growl. But it was Carolyn who bore the worst of it. She began waking in the early hours of the morning to find bruises on her body, deep purple marks that had not been there when she went to sleep. She felt hands grabbing her legs and pulling her from the bed. One night she woke to find a grey, translucent figure hovering over her face. A woman with a sunken head twisted at an impossible angle, as though her neck had been broken by a noose. The family later discovered the history of the land, and it was drenched in death. Multiple families had lived and died on the property over 2 centuries. Children had drowned in the creek. A farmer had hanged himself in the barn. And a woman named Bathsheba Sherman, accused of practicing witchcraft and of sacrificing a child, had lived and died on the property in the 1800s. She was found hanging from a tree on the grounds. Locals believed Bathsheba had cursed the land before she died. Anyone who dared live on her property would suffer. Desperate and terrified, the Perrons reached out to Ed and Lorraine Warren, the same demonologists who would later investigate Amityville, the Smurl House, and the Annabelle doll. The Warrens arrived and immediately confirmed what the family feared. Something deeply malevolent was inside the house. During a séance conducted in the home, Lorraine attempted to channel the spirit of Bathsheba. What happened next would haunt everyone present for the rest of their lives. Carolyn Perron reportedly began speaking in a voice that was not her own, in a language she did not know. Her chair levitated off the ground. She was thrown across the room and slammed into the floor. Roger Perron had to physically carry his wife out of the house. The Warrens declared the entity was not simply a ghost. It was something far older and far more dangerous. They recommended a full exorcism, but Roger Perron refused. He feared the ritual would make things worse. So the family stayed for 10 more years, living alongside whatever was inside that house, enduring nightly torment until they finally left in 1980. In 2013, the story became the basis for the film The Conjuring, directed by James Wan. The movie earned over $300 million worldwide and launched one of the highest-grossing horror franchises in cinema history. But the most unsettling part? The current owners of the farmhouse began offering overnight stays and paranormal investigations. Nearly every group that enters reports the same things the Perrons reported 50 years ago. The voices in the walls, the stench of decay, the bruises that appear in the morning. Whatever lives inside that farmhouse has not left. It was there before the Perrons arrived. It was there after they fled. And it is there right now, waiting in the dark corners of a beautiful Rhode Island farmhouse that should never have been a home. Follow Hauntpedia for more of America's most haunted locations. Link in the description.